is like. Hey, sissy, how are ya? How are you? Let's wait till more people get in here. How you been doing? How you been feeling? Who else is in here? I'm doing good. Oh, I forgot to get something. Let me go grab this. Hold on 1 second. Had to grab these. Okay, so yeah, we got to talk about it because it's been 8 years. It's been 8 years, so I can talk about it. Okay, let me put this on and see if it. Hopefully. Um. Oh, okay. Hold on. It fell off. Fell off. Can y'all hear me through the microphone? Can you hear me through the microphone? And is my music loud, sis? Is my music loud? And can you hear me through the microphone? Okay. All right. So as you see in the thumbnail, I am talking about the reusable sanitary napkins, and we're going to talk about those too. And it's been 8 years, and I talk about how us as women, a lot of things that are not good for us, we need to use on a daily basis. And for some, it's a convenience that may little loud, just a little loud. Okay, let me cut this down. Some, can you still hear it now? I'll cut it down. It can be an inconvenience for us to do certain things, and some won't do it because of the inconvenience. So years ago, about 8 years ago, it's probably going on 9 years now, I transitioned from wearing always, because I was an always girl, I love always pads until I found out about the radons and dioxins inside of the pads that was causing endometriosis, causing women to have hysterectomies, causing women to be infertile, causing women to have a lot of issues that we don't associate the pads with. We don't associate the pads with those because like, oh, we've been using these forever. It can't be the pads. Well, if you do something for a long time, it will cause a adverse effect because you've been doing it for so long. You get what I'm saying? So that's one thing. The other thing is this window is so bright. I gotta close it. The other thing is, so I decided when I found out how toxic they were, I decided to change that for me and my children. View message is held for review. Hey sis, got it. What message is held for review? Can be seen by you but are hidden from others. I know it ain't Jason. Oh Lord, I'm saying, hold on, not Jason, James. I keep saying Jason. Why do I keep doing it? It's saying messages held for review, but when I click it, it doesn't show. Whatever. So anywho, yeah, I had one set and I bought that 9 years ago, and I had that for years. Not until just a couple years ago, and y'all seen me do a video where I showed it was like me nauseous, me being nauseous or whatever, talking about these pads and how I was very frustrated or whatever. And so these are all the pads. This is from 8 years ago. That's the thumbnail. That's when I first discovered these pads 8 years ago. And talking about washing them, how my daughter likes them, how her cramps, Naya's cramps change, our heavy flow change. It changed a lot. So the aspect of what they do was really amazing, right? I don't know if that was 8 years ago. So I keep finding the same seller, right? So I still looked into bamboo reusable sanitary napkins. And so I want to say, what was this, 2 years ago, y'all, that I did that video? I'm trying to find it. I did the video because no matter how I wash them, and I never had a problem. So when I first got them, I would get them and I would rinse them out in the shower or whatever. I rinse them out as soon as I take them off, and I'll throw them in a bucket. Okay. And I was doing that for years. And once the bucket got full, I would do another hand wash, and then I'll throw them in the machine. Me and my daughters, I'll do another hand wash and throw them in the machine. And no problems. When they were done, they smelled fresh. They smelled fine. I was using OxyClean on them at that time. And I was like, okay, cool. You know what it is, you know. So there was no problem. So years later, a lady was like, oh, I don't even wash them out because you don't want them sitting wet. And I'm like, oh. She said, what you should do is take them off, just wrap them up. Let them air dry, wrap them up and throw them in the thing wet. And then you soak them all, hand wash them and throw them in the machine. I'm like, okay. So I tried that, and I noticed that they begin to have more of an odor that even no matter how many times I wash, do a deep wash, a long wash, a double wash, all that, there was an odor on them. And I'm like, man, come on. Like, so I know it's clean, right? But then I'm taking it and having to use it. So, you know, I'm a thick woman. I'm putting it between my legs and, you know, my thighs and everything. So it's like moisture, heat and all that. And so every time, and mind you, I had just bought these. These are just the most recent ones, and they're so pretty, liners, because I believe in wearing a liner on your panties every day, all day. That's how I was taught. Every day you should have a liner in your panties. And then I had the regular, and then I had overnights, right? So I had all of them. Like, y'all, I got a pile here, and I got frustrated when I did laundry Sunday, and I just threw a whole bunch of them that I had hanging on hangers that I had hand washed from my last one that I was getting ready to wash. I just threw them in a Walmart bag, tied them up, and put them in the back door. So Rizzy tossed them in the trash. And so I'm like, should I have waited to just reach out and see? Because this is pissing me off. It's pissing me off because I'm spending money on these. And this is the newest batch that I've gotten. These ones, these big heavy duty ones is the new batch that I've gotten. And these are the newest liners that I've gotten. And with that being said, and they're so pretty. The newest ones are so pretty. They're so soft and so they're just very pretty. And the designs and stuff are really nice on these. And I threw some of those in the bag. Some of them went in the bag too and went to the trash. But anywho, and these are my oldest liners that I've had for almost 9 years. These are the ones that I've had for like a minute. These been rocking. Smell fine. Smell fine. Smell fine. Mind you, because those don't get blood in them. These are just the everyday wear, right? Smell amazing. Those are fine. But these heavy duties and these regulars, look, even these smell fine, right? These even smell fine. I don't know what happened. I don't know what went wrong, where even when I wash some of them, when they come out, they just not giving fresh and clean. And I'm pissed because I don't want to put nothing that don't smell fresh and clean between my legs. So I'm like, okay, let me get some Oxy. So if you tonight at 6:30 is 6:33. I think it's 6:33. I have my videos posted on Wednesdays and Sundays. I'm going to be sharing a video, and I think in that video I talk about getting OxyClean. No, I talked about it in a short. I bought OxyClean to try one last time to see. Now these I just took out my drawers and out the cabinets, and they're fresh. They smell good. But for some strange reason, some of them, I don't know if some are made differently. I don't know what's inside of them. For some strange reason, some of them is holding an odor that is horrific. I don't like it. It smells like blood. It just doesn't smell good. And I just can't put it between my legs. Now, the crazy part is because of Rizzy's schedule, she was wearing these too. And so she stopped wearing these about around the time that I had that weird thing happen. Remember with the little creepy crawlies, the little maggots? Y'all remember that? Listening to a lady and just throwing them in a bucket. And somebody was like, yeah, don't do that. So I'm like, everybody's saying something different. And I don't think it's even the methods. I think it's more so of the actual pads themselves. Because this was years ago when these really started to come out, when people started to understand more about them, when I bought these. And so it's like, what is going on with these? Now, mind you, the ones that don't have no, the red fluid in them, these smell fresh. These are okay. But the ones with the fluid in them, they get the fluid in them. Those are the ones, except some of them. I don't know. It's not all of them, right? Get it and some don't. And so Rizzy had started searching herself, and she found this brand here. Now it's expensive. It's like $30. But you get overnights, and you get 2 boxes, 24 boxes. So it's 48 pads, and it's like $30. Not too bad. And if you subscribe, it's a little bit cheaper, like 27 or something for taxes. But this lasts multiple periods because you got 48, right? And on average, I would say through a cycle, if I'm using these, I might go through, I'll say about 10 or 12. So this box might take me through, depending on the flow, 3 cycles, right? So she has these, and this is a brand new box. And so I'm going to be trying these the next time my cycle comes. Now, I was looking for liners because I know I want pads and liners. So I tried the Cora liner, and I've been wearing them. And they don't have a wing. So these come right off. They when I go use the bathroom, balled up and crunched up all in the middle of my panty, even though they got sticky stuff in them. And some people did say that. And sometimes I like to try stuff myself because people will say something and then it may not be the same for you. You get what I mean? So I said, let me try for myself. And if not, they do allow you to return them. So yeah, they was bunching up, and I can't do the bunching up. So I'm really upset because this is a money saver to have these. This is a real money saver, and not have to continuously buy pads monthly or every couple months was something that I really was excited about, because they can be expensive, especially if you want a good quality one. So I don't know. I'm on the hunt for a better one, but I'm also on a hunt to do more research, because I can't do it. I can't do it. And I knew it was those, because as soon as I stopped with, okay, so sometimes when my cycle is getting lighter, I will end up using the smaller one when it's getting lighter and phasing out. And so some of them did encounter the liquid, so those are the ones that I feel like I'm having issues with, but it's not all of them, right? So I don't know if they're not using the same consistent fabric between them or whatever, but I do know the ones I've had for years, they're still rocking. Mind you, the pads I've had for years, I had to get rid of them because of doing what someone said, and y'all remember the creepy crawlies. And I was like, nope, trashing them, starting all over. And that's what I did. I trashed them and started all over. So we're going to be trying Cora, and Cora's going to be what I'm going to rock out with. Rizzy's been loving them. She hasn't been having any issues with them. So I'm going to try them to see how I like them. A couple of y'all reached out to me when y'all seen that short and asked me what I thought about the Cora. I haven't tried Cora, and this is a organic cotton top sheet pad. And I get these from Amazon, and I haven't tried them yet, but I will keep you posted. But the liners, actually, these aren't even liners. Look at y'all. This is when I was unboxing this on the short. It was for bladder. These, I didn't realize that. So they're kind of thick. They're thicker. It kind of reminds me of a pad with just, look, let me show y'all. They're thin, right? But they're thick. Like thicker than a liner. I remember the liners used to get and used to have them with the wing. I just want a wing. It's thin, but it's really like for a person, I feel like, well, I guess it is for what it is. For bladder leakage, older women or anybody who have bladder leakage. But I'm looking for a real liner, not only a real liner, but a real liner with wings. I need the wings. The wings help them stay in place. These have wings. These are pretty big, and they're nice size. I had already opened one. These are pretty big, nice size, and yeah. So I feel like these are going to be perfect when time comes. I told Roselle, so I'm excited to try. I'm not really excited because I ain't rushing time to come. Boxes per one. Give me a wing. Gotta have a wing. So 2 boxes, and she's gotten them 3 times so far, and she's loving them. And it made me feel so proud because she researched these all over on her own and found these. So I was like, okay, well, all right. Mama didn't even have to go do that. So she went and did that. So that's a thing. That's a whole thing. But I wanted to share that if you come across this video and you're dealing with the same thing, or you're dealing with the same thing, you found a remedy, or I think I'm going to go get those out the trash can, because I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to get them out the trash because they tied up and she just tossed them. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to wash them and just put them away, because I just got a feeling that there's a remedy. I spent too much money on these things, y'all. Too much money on these things. So, and I'm going to keep them and wash them. These are already clean, but I'm going to keep them, wash them again. And, but they actually been washed, but they still didn't smell fresh. So I'm going to wash them again with the Oxy. I'm going to put a lot of Oxy in. Maybe I ain't put enough Oxy in them. Put a lot of Oxy in them, put a lot of baking soda, a lot of everything, and try to wash them again. And then what I'm going to do after I do that, I'm going to just put them to the side until I do more research and see somebody tell me something I haven't tried to see if that works, because this is an investment. They're inexpensive, meaning like the amount you save, not having to buy them monthly, but keep talking to Teresa. But they're not, when you think of the initial purchase as a one-time, they're not. So yeah, and this what is they called? Wavy something. It's so thin, like you can't even. It's so faint, like it's like you can't even read that. Anywho, so that's that. I will be. I think I do like Wednesday early around this time between 10 and 12. I want to get on and do a live, y'all. Let me tell you something. I say I got some topics for y'all. Let me just go over some of the topics we're gonna be talking about on these lives, okay? Uh, will you be okay with your child dating an older guy, your age or older, or just too old, like older? Um, Oh, having certain conversations around your children. At what age do you feel like it's appropriate to have certain conversations? If you're a man and you're dating, if you're a woman and you're dating, and you have young children, teenage children, or whatever, at what time do you feel like those conversations, what age do you feel like they're inappropriate? You should go in another room, make sure the kid is not in, out in the conversation. Some kids these days, it's like, and then some parents use the excuse, oh, well, they gonna see it on online, or they gonna see this online, and oh, we can't shield them from everything. Yeah, we understand that, but what happened to morals and ethics of people? Like, let's talk about it, because some of these kids is too grown. Like, we on live, or you see somebody on live and they're talking to live, but their child or their teenager in the background is interjecting or got something to say when they're like, to me, we're not doing that. Y'all ain't never, ever, ever seen a video with any of my daughters. And I have 3 girls, one 27, 23, and 17. You ain't never seen a video unless they were in the video where they were in the background having conversation with me while I'm talking live about anything. No, ma'am. No, sir. We're not doing that. We're absolutely not doing that. Then, the wordplay of this generation, and we're gonna start with emotional intelligence. That's just a word. We're gonna talk about just that word is just used so much. Narcissistic is used too much. Anxiety is used too much. ADHD, OCD, the love language. We're gonna talk and get deeper into those, because I'm going to be talking about some things that most people don't want to talk about. We're going to be talking about those things, how this void non-substance generation gathers information. And you know how kids repeat what they hear. So if you see a little 1-year-old or 2-year-old and they cursing and cussing, you know that's because they repeat what they hear. That's how this generation is. They repeat what they hear, and it seems like they have knowledge or they have some experience, when it's not no experience behind it. They just repeat what they hear, and it sounds like they're grown. It sounds like they're mature, but they don't have no life experience behind it. We're going to talk about that. It seems like people who have nothing to offer life procrastinate. No, people who don't have nothing to offer life basically are just out there doing whatever. But the ones who really have something to offer to life seem to procrastinate on certain things. I'm one of them, because I just feel like if it's not substance and I can't help you in some way, shape, or form, I really don't have time for it. Like that's just kind of where I'm at. But traveling, going places, doing things, leaving away from your home, right? Let's talk about how a lot of this generation travels, and a lot of men travel because their home is not really peaceful. Their home is not really peaceful. Their home is really chaotic. Their home is not clean. Their home is not a place that they want to run back to. Not just the superficial looks of it and the smell or whatever, but the atmosphere that they created with the people that reside inside their home. It's tension. You feel what I'm saying? So I was watching something, this was several months ago, and the guy was like, yeah, people just like to travel because their house is disgusting. Their house is disgusting, and And I get what he's saying, because I know me. I don't care where I'm going, inside United States, outside United States, another country, continent, wherever. I'd be ready to come back home. I'd be ready to get back home because my house is peaceful, because it's my space. That's where home is. That feels comfortable to me. And so we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it because I've been seeing some vloggers or some people, and they're traveling, but then when they get home, you were like, oh, wow, you just traveled and went to this real luxurious place and doing all these things, but your house looks like a jail cell or some place that I wouldn't want to come there. I wouldn't feel welcome. I wouldn't want to stay in a hotel. I wouldn't stay with you. You know what I mean? So that's another thing. We're going to talk about soul ties, having sex and entertaining people. That goes for men entertaining women and women entertaining men. Them soul ties are deep and they are real. Okay, they are deep and they are real. And we're going to get deep into soul ties and how it affects you as a man and a woman. It affects both in different ways. It affects both in different ways, and men don't realize that, but we're going to talk about that. And then God doesn't take what belongs to you. He takes most of the time what you don't need to have. And if you're a good person, we're going to talk about being a good person, and y'all always hear me talk about it. We talk about that integrity, that thing that most people don't want to tap into, that quiet voice of the things that you do that you ain't supposed to be doing. That has a lot to do with how things move in your life. And I talk about this all the time. And we're going to talk about, are you a karmic person? What does that mean? Are you a karmic person? That means that we ain't going to talk about it. We ain't going to go deep into it. But are you a karmic person? We're going to talk about what that means. Okay. Smiling, being happy, living in the moment and realizing your moment, and also gravitating to the fact that you can't change what you can't change. You have no, and that's why I say it on this channel, don't let anything that you can't control you. Because just because a person smiles, just because a person is happy, just because a person is allowing themselves to live in the moment, because that moment I just went through, I can't control, that does not mean that they don't feel. Okay, so we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about that. Because it's not all roses for everybody, right? And so sometimes, even through that moment of time that you have no control over, a lot of times we stay stuck in it. And those who know me know what I'm talking about, because I've been through some things in the last couple years. Okay, done been through some things, and some people probably like, oh, she's things are going amazing. No, I'm talking about dealing with people, trying to be graceful to people, trying to be forgiving to people, trying to get over people doing me wrong, trying to get over people extorting me, trying to get over people using me. Oh, we can keep going. And we're going to get into all of those things. Okay. We're going to get into all those things. Okay. Young, mentally, and immature. Immature has no age. People seek validation. And I say this because I never got to get on social media to talk about a person or subliminally talk about anybody. Mama, uncle, cousin, brother, daughter, auntie, whatever. I don't do that. I don't need validation, because when you moving the right way, you don't need validation. See, immature people who are always finding themselves in that same situation where they keep doing the same, believe when that karmic person I was just talking about, when you're a karmic person, that means your energy is great. That means you don't bother nobody. You don't try to sabotage, backbite, talk. You have, and that's the integrity. You have people that literally act like life is good and everything is good, but they're backbiting. They're talking behind somebody's back. They're trying to sabotage somebody. They're trying to bring somebody down. They're trying to paint a certain picture of people. Listen, don't have time for that. Listen, when you show me who you are, trust me, I don't need to go to social media or anything to validate your karma that's going to come to you. Because when I notice, when I sit back and I be quiet, I haven't shared stories because I can share a million of them with proof, recorded video, because I'm always recording something. Okay. With recordings and also proof of these conversations and situations I've been through, and I keep them all. I keep them all. I got folders with people's names on them. Okay. So with that being said, I'm saying this for a reason. I don't need to, and I started to. I started to do this for a reason because some people cannot live with the fact that you are not a validating person because they need to be on a bandwagon. And I talked about this some time ago, and I shared this with my therapist. You got people who can't stand alone because they're not powerful, right? And you got people who need to have conversations about other people amongst other people, and they all feel strong together, right? So we're going to talk about that as well. Don't do it. Listen, I am really living my life and enjoying. As a matter of fact, I got to be packing. We need to be packing. I also be packing. I got to take, y'all, look at this. I'm going to get back to my list. Look at this. I got to redo my nails. I had started using the Chez Vite on my nails. Y'all, look how old this is. Look, the whole polish and everything is coming up. That's how thick it is. Like from a distance, they look okay, but my nails is growing, and my little is cracked and chipping everything. I got to be doing that. Got to be doing my feet, packing my clothes. We got to go get some things, whatever. But anywho, I need to be packing because I need to be packing. But anywho, so we don't need validation. I don't need validation. You know why? Because God brings everything to the light. Did you forget that? See, when you don't maneuver in a real relationship with God and you don't really let him handle stuff and you really act like you are, but you're not. But if you was, you wouldn't be so miserable because you know that if you were good and you were working in that good integrity, that God gonna make sure people see the light. And there's nothing no one can say or do that's going to take you down. Why? Because you did not get, you let God fight your battles. Listen, I ain't got to go say, oh, this person did this. This is why I'm not talking. I don't need to do that. That's why I stay blessed over here. And I'm going to continue being blessed over here. And you need to adapt that. If you watching this or seeing this, adapt. Oh, boy, you ain't got to prove your point to nobody. They're watching. They're watching. Let them watch and let them see God bless you the way you're going to be blessed even more because of things that they've done. You know how some people do stuff and they think they got away with it? Nah, God actually puts those in, what do you call it? And I would say in retirement funds. He put them in there, let them sit and collect what they need to collect. And then he removes them and gives them to you at the perfect time when you need it the most. So don't be trying to validate nothing. Stop going on here telling all your business. Stop trying to tell your side. So who cares? Just if you're telling the truth and what you did was valid and you are on point with not hurting, sabotaging, belittling, or doing anything manipulative or maliciously to hurt somebody, you ain't got to say nothing. He's going to show it. It's going to be exposed. Trust me, it's going to be exposed. So don't even worry about that. Okay. Easy, but talking about falling in life, relationships can make you fall. Losing a job can make you fall. Falling is so easy. Even trying to have a lifestyle, a healthy lifestyle, eating healthy, all that. Falling is always so easy. It's easy to fall into the old ways or things that you were used to or comfortable with. But the journey to getting up is going to be a journey. That's what I meant. Yes, home is my safe space. Definitely got to keep that clean. Okay, yes, exactly, bro. Yes, Christine, exactly. This generation, we hear a lot of people talking about the generation. Let's stop talking about how kids look older than the generation before. Let's stop talking about how kids, they're aging so badly and all this other stuff. Do you not realize this generation is tired? Do you not realize since most of these kids were young and little, they have these radiation devices thrown in their faces? Because think about it. And you probably dealt with this too as a mom or a grandma, a godmom, uncle, auntie. You're giving them the tablet. You're giving them the phone to keep them quiet, or not even to keep them quiet. That's what they look for. When they get around you, they want your phone. They want to play a game. They want to get these kids. We didn't grow up with radiation in our face at 6 months. I'm seeing babies holding phones, 8, 9 months holding phones, watching stuff, and and they're getting all this radiation. Okay, so they look tired for a reason. They look older for a reason on that. All right. What does I'm spiritual mean? Or what does I'm a vibe? I'm a vibe. I'm spiritual. What does that mean? Hold on, y'all. I got to put a little note here so I won't forget. What does that mean? That is the new, I don't know who I am and I can't express it. Let's talk about it. So we're going to talk about that because that's the new thing. Like, tell me about you. I'm a vibe. What the heck is a vibe? And I talked about this on this channel already over a year ago. I talked about this. What is a vibe? I'm a vibe. What does that mean? And y'all sound, so I know about all the different vibrations. And guess what the highest vibration is? Love. Love. That's the harm of vibration, love, because love conquers all things. It does. True, genuine love conquers all things, right? But a lot of times we don't have that. We don't right? So we're going to talk about that. Happy people that are genuinely happy and have joy do not get satisfaction in being mean. Like, if I don't got nothing good to say, I'm not saying it. We're going to get into that because when they say misery loves company, that's real. Evil loves company. Bored loves company. Don't know what to do with yourself, hate yourself, insecure, not confident. All of that loves company. Okay? We're going to get into that. We're definitely going to get into that. We're going to get into that because being mean is not cool. Being mean shows who you are. Being rude shows who you are. Belittling people shows who you are. We getting into that because good, happy people don't. That's like, think about it. A secure, confident person, and it made me feel some type of way. Like I used to do women's events, and I'll be asked to speak or asked to come out, and I am that woman. I'm like, oh my, you're beautiful. You smell so good, girl. Oh, you're wearing that. I'm her. That's what I do. Why? Because your body might be way better than mine. You may look 10 times better than me. All of the above, but I am who I am. This is who God created, and I love every bit of me. Every bit of me is what I love. Now, here's the thing. We're going to get deeper into the BBLs and all that. That's on here too. Because when you say you love you, but then you want to change you, it's like it's a catch-22, but it's some more depth to that. Because doing something for yourself versus doing it for somebody else is another thing too. Because guess what? It don't matter how snatched your waist is, how beautiful you are, how long your hair is, how good you are in bed, you still get cheated on. They still have whole nother families outside of you. So just know, women and men, there's no person that can be so amazingly great, so amazingly beautiful, sexy from the toes to the head that is guaranteed someone's going to love you the right way. That's not how it works. It has something to do with the connection, the love, and how you make a person feel. Because a lot of times when people get that stuff done, they become arrogant and conceited. And sometimes with men, and we're going to get deep into this, but I want to just throw this out there. Sometimes with men, they like to be validated. They like to know that they mean something to you. You have some men that are superficial and they just want you to look amazing on their arm when they go out to do whatever. But real, genuine, hardworking, providing men, I'm not just talking about money, I'm talking about providing mentally, emotionally, and physically. Those type of men like to know that they're doing all this for the woman that they adore, that they love and would do anything for, and that this woman appreciates it, adores him. And also his pockets. You get what I'm saying? So when you see some men And some women are like, well, why he with her? Because that one stroke his ego and make him feel like he the biggest, baddest thing on this earth. So BBL cannot do. I'm just saying, we can get into those things too. Okay, so the next thing, growing old is mandatory, but growing up is an option. We're gonna talk about that. We ain't even gonna go there because it is so many old fools. So many old fools around here. It's pathetic, okay? Old fools, yes. That I said what I said. We're gonna be talking about that. We're gonna be talking about that. I feel. And then we're gonna talk about facts or feelings. Facts or feelings, because it's a lot of I feels around. And last night I started listening to Michael Jackson's Man in the Mirror. That was my last one. And yeah, we're going to talk about it because it's so cliche. Oh, man in the mirror, that's you. And when he said, I'm asking him to change, that's deep. Like Michael used to have some deep music. And I've always said this, and I literally started crying. I'm like, he's asking him to change his ways. No message has ever been really clear. If you want to make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and make a change. And it's deep because you can't control the world, but your world, you can. You can't change everybody, but you can change you. And when he goes into that, I'm like, whoa. But we're going to get into that too. So every day since it's been a couple months, if something comes to me, I just write it down, and this is where the topics are going to come from. So we're going to kind of go through that. And so when I do live, I'm gonna probably have the topic like Man in the Mirror or agent or whatever, and y'all gonna know what the topic is when we go in. But we're gonna do this on Wednesdays about this time. I think will work for me. It's not my weekends because we be having things going on. We got lots of things going on. At a whole event, y'all. If you did go see The Wiz was so good. The only thing I missed, because I was waiting for, is it the Tin Man? When the Tin Man cries, he's like, a teeny. I was waiting for that part to come, and it didn't. But it was amazing. It was an all melanated cast. And when I say we had a ball. Hold on, let me show y'all. Wait. Y'all, if you ain't go see it, y'all need to go see it. Listen, I can't play too much of it, but hold on. When I say I love shows, we're always going to shows out of state, different places. Like that show was amazing. I will be probably putting a show up because before we went to that show, I ended up finding some amazing marketplace find. That won't probably come out for a while because I have my videos already. Actually, I got to set the premiere while I'm on here so I won't forget. I'm premiering the video for tonight. It's going to load at 6:30 tonight, and I'm going to premiere it right now so I do not forget. So every Wednesday and Sunday at 6. Hold on. It's scheduled. Wait, what's today's date, y'all? Okay, premiere. I feel like my mineral's still sitting in my chest. Like they didn't go all the way down. Okay. Can I premiere? Okay. No. Wait a minute. It won't let me premiere already? Okay. It's not letting me premiere. Okay. Why is it not letting me premiere? It don't show. Usually it'll say premiere. Did I go in wrong? Let me try this one more time. It's not giving me an option to premiere. Anywho, this is tonight's video that's going to come out at 6:30 tonight. Anyways, I don't know why it's not letting me premiere. I'll try it again. That way it'll remind you. And you can't remind yourself or set a reminder for it to remind you just before. Come on, please, y'all, please, please, please. I don't ask for nothing. Just get it in the algorithm. Even if you watch the first minute of the video, I wish I would watch the whole video, because I'm trying to stick with it for 90 days to see how it goes or whatever. And we're gonna stick to this schedule, and I'm gonna see how it was. I see how it works out. So yeah, I'm gonna continue writing down topics. If you have a topic that you want me to talk about, leave it in the comments. If you have a topic you want me to talk about, knowing I was married, I purchased homes, I relocated at an early age, I was a teen mom, I went through domestic violence, grew up kind of in the hood, parents who sold drugs, did drugs, father in and out of prison. Yeah, I've experienced a lot of things. So if there's any topic that you want to know about, being in a family that is very toxic, seeing people fight, bust people in the head with bottles, all that crazy stuff. How am I where I am now? How did I fight through that? How was it for me? How did I feel like that affected me? Any topics y'all want me to talk about, within reason, because I always feel like regardless of social media, I would never want to embarrass people I love or embarrass anyone, and they look at something in the future like, oh my gosh, within reason. I always have discernment, and I pray about things that I do that I do put out there, because I see a lot of videos and it's like people will be it's like, oh, I know her kids is so embarrassed at this, or I know, his, and go, that's what it was. New angle, naked angle on social media. I knew it was one. Yeah. It was something else I was supposed to write down that I thought about while I was doing it. So yeah, I'm excited. So Wednesdays is looking like it's going to be a go, and try to rock out with this. And I'm just going to play by ear and see how this works for us and go from there. Mind you, I need y'all to watch this because this channel is not monetized. So this is nothing but pure passion to speak and get these things. This channel is not monetized. I still needed to get 4,000 watch hours or either 1,000 subscribers. So please share this channel, please, and go check out other videos. There's a lot of relevant stuff that will not become. This is not a channel where I post stuff that's going to become irrelevant. No, go check out. It's always something that's going to be positive, that's going to help you whenever you need it. I promise. Check out other videos on this channel. So please do that for me. Let's try to get these watch hours up so I can at least get monetized on this channel. It will really, really help me a lot. Please. Yes, I'm begging, because this is where my passion lies. And this is where I want to really have these talks that nobody wants to talk about. Okay. I love you guys. I got a million things to do. I got to go to this talent show today. Rizzy's judging. Today she got leadership. We got a lot of stuff to do. That's why we have to pack way early, because the next couple days is going to be busy before we need to even go do what we need to do. We will get there, sis, because the old videos are popping up on my timeline, and it keeps saying reconnecting. So many videos that I have not unleashed on this channel, and mainly a lot of them are unboxing and real talk. So boom, that was it. Okay. Oh my gosh, y'all commenting and it's not alerting me. It's saying copyright. What the heck? Restriction, copyright. Oh Lord, I gotta figure out what that video I just did last week says something about copyright. So I gotta figure out what that is. It's not alerting me of nothing on this channel. So if I've missed your the video is clear and easy to follow, I will definitely recommend this. Hey girlie, it's Renata. This video popped up on my feed today. I pray you are doing well. Have you tried StreamYard? I know a few YouTubers use it as a way to bring on guests, and it doesn't do the delay from my knowledge. Yeah, I did try StreamYard. Look, I didn't even get none of those messages. People are messaging me. I didn't get none of those messages. I got to figure out why this is copyright. Don't even make sense. I did a library edition of adding things to my library, and The Mastery of Self. I bought this. This has been, I published that in December. 2 views. Please go watch it. Please, like, it's like a waste of time sometimes because I really be sharing stuff. Perfectly said. So true. Get far away from those who, sis, I didn't even see you. This was 6 months ago. I didn't even see you said that. It's literally not alerting me. And that's Teresa's comment. Okay, so look at my content. Let me show you this content. I want y'all to see this because I'm not making this up. If you look at the unlisted on the side, look how many unlisted videos that I have not shared and private videos that I have not shared. You see that? That's unlisted. Them little circle things is unlisted. I have so much videos of unboxing books and stuff that I added to my library. See that? Unlisted, unlisted. So much content. And look, we talking over a year ago, unlisted. It's just stuff I haven't shared, unlisted. Look, and we're going to go even deeper. I have so unlisted, so much content that I have not shared with y'all. That's just sitting in my in my shorts. And I'm going to start releasing me unboxing stuff. Then there's some I edited, didn't even put on the channel yet because my library, I want to keep that on this channel. So just work with me. Okay, I'm about to post that today. No, I'm gonna post that tomorrow. Yeah, just keep working with me and we'll go from there. And yeah, let's get this channel up to 1,000 subscribers and or the watch hours, one of the two, so we can get monetized on this channel. Okay, so I will see you guys in my next video tonight, 6:30, 6:33. Video will be loaded. Short will be loaded at 12 this afternoon. And then on the days that I load videos, I won't be doing 2 shorts, but the days I don't, I'm at least going to do 1 short. It's usually going to be between 12 or 6 p.m. because that's what the algorithm is saying. And I did load some videos yesterday, 2 videos yesterday. So that's a whole thing. But yeah, I love you guys. Share the channel. Share the channel. And I will see you guys in my next video. Later, Gators. Give me some topics, some more topics. Put them in the comments. Some more topics that you want to see me talk about. Well, later, y'all.